Let's talk about the Dan and XJapan situation from both a legal and fan perspective. In the new season of Dan, they feature a band that is called Hayashi that is very obviously inspired off of J-Rock and Visual Kei Legends XJapan. Hayashi releases a song called Hunting Souls. They put that song on platforms. It went super viral. It's garnered millions, multiple millions of streams and views. Now, Yoshiki, the founder and drummer of XJapan, had gone on Twitter in some now deleted tweets where he was talking about how he didn't know about this. Hunting Souls sounds really similar to their song Kurenai, and that he found it funny, but then lawyers contacted him about copyright. The song Hunting Souls was then pulled from streaming, and we don't really know the details of it. Anyway, the situation has led to a lot of really weird conversation. Like, these comment sections are like, Yoshiki should be grateful that XJapan's even mentioned. XJapan is irrelevant. No one knows about XJapan. He should have ridden this virality. Or like, oh, this one comment that was like, no one talks about XJapan the way they talk about Duran Gray and the Gazette. Like, he should be happy for the attention. Insane thing to say. There is no Visual Kei without XJapan. Visual Kei does not exist without XJapan's influence. So I think it's really weird to try to hype up VK bands while damning literally the reason that they can exist. Like, people don't talk about XJapan in the same breath as Duran Gray and the Gazette because they're not even from the same generation. There are multiple decades between the, like, back to copyright and likeness. Sony owns the copyright for XJapan songs. It is Sony's job as the licensor to protect that copyright and go after any form of copyright infringement. And I would like to think that Yoshiki's likeness is something that is protected by copyright, but I also don't know how Japan's copyright, parody, and fair use laws are. For example, we see inspiration in animes all the time. David Bowie inspiring Yoshikage Kira, Rock Lee obviously inspired by Bruce Lee, Vasha Stampede and like Sakurai Atsushi, Genesis from Final Fantasy, and Gact. But like Gact was heavily involved in that process. There have even been other times where XJapan and Yoshiki have been referenced in other animes, but the difference is that those animes ask the management and agency for permission, and that's what this boils down to. Is it seems like the proper chains of command for permission weren't taken. And I think the added layer of copyright to this is the fact that music is involved. Japan is really strict about like their music copyright. Like, it's so hard to get a sample cleared, and like it's not like a fleeting moment in an anime. It is a song that is collecting revenue across streaming. So I do wonder if Sony thinks that they are entitled to some of that like payout. This is obviously a passion project with a lot of care, and I think fans can sense that authenticity and care, and I hope that they can work out whatever they need to work out behind the scenes in order for the song to go back on streaming.